So the question might come, well, how did you end up delivering many lectures on this topic? The answer to that is that I began as a raqi, or I began as a person treating people with the Quran for various problems that they had. And I began this in about 2006, when a friend of mine in Newcastle came to me with a problem regarding his sister, and he said, look, I want your advice. And I don't know, you know, she's been to the doctor time and time again and they can't find anything wrong with her. She's very severely ill. It's getting worse and worse by the day. She's on loads of medication. She's just moving from department to department. They don't know what's wrong with her. And do you know anything about whether this might be jinn related, whether this might be something to do with magic? And at that time, I didn't really know a lot about it. And I said to him, you know, I don't really know a lot about this, but I intend to find out, inshallah. So I went back to Medina and I sought out some people or someone with the relevant knowledge in this field. I had an understanding, as I think all Muslims have an understanding, that the jinn exist, and we're going to come on to talk a lot about that in a moment. But I had a very vague understanding that the jinn existed. I had a vague understanding that there may be times when the world of the jinn and the world of human beings collides, and that may produce effects in people that are undesirable. I had this kind of vague idea, but in terms of the specifics, I really didn't know a great deal. So what I did is I ended up seeking advice from one of the shuyukh, one of the senior scholars in Medina, Sheikh Ali ibn Ghazi al-Tuwaijiri, who he himself is a former raqi, somebody who treats people with the Quran. He's also a professor at the Islamic University of Medina and a lecturer in the Prophet's Masjid. And I sought the advice of the Sheikh. I said to him, what do you think?